It's challenging because I think for the first time, it's probably true to say in particle physics, we don't know if there's anything else just around the corner, which is bad, but it's also...
Right now, deep beneath the surface of Europe, in the sprawling tunnels of CERN, something truly astonishing may have just happened. An artificial intelligence scanning particle collision, data from the Large Hadron Collider, has flagged something it's never seen before. A particle decay so strange, so unexpected, that it could point to a brand new force of nature. One that could rewrite the laws of physics as we know them. And yes, this actually happened. The data is real. The anomaly is undeniable. It's too early to call it a discovery, but if confirmed, this could be the first new fundamental force found in over a century. What exactly happened? Here's the story. At the Large Hadron Collider, trillions of protons are smashed together at nearly the speed of light. Each collision creates a burst of particles, forming an ocean of data, hundreds of millions of events to sift through. It's far too much for any team of humans to analyze in detail. So researchers at Argonne National Laboratory and the ATLAS collaboration turned to artificial intelligence. They trained a neural network using a type of machine learning model called an autoencoder. Its task? Learn what normal collision events look like, then flag anything that doesn't fit. It's like teaching someone what a million dogs look like, then asking them to spot the one cat in the mix. And then, something remarkable happened. At exactly 4.8 tera electron volts, the AI hit an event it couldn't reconstruct. A muon, which is a heavier cousin of the electron, accompanied by a spray, or jet, of particles in a way that's never been seen before. Not once in all the data it was trained on. It couldn't explain it. That's the definition of an anomaly. Statistical analysis gave this event a significance of 2.9 sigma. In plain terms, that's about a 1 in 1,000 chance this was just random background noise. Not enough to call it a discovery, but far too strange to ignore. What this could mean. If this keeps showing up in future collisions, it might mean we've glimpsed something theorists have long speculated about. A fifth fundamental force. Right now, we know 4. Gravity, electromagnetism, and the strong and weak nuclear forces. These govern everything from the movement of galaxies to the bonds inside atoms. But a fifth force? That would be unprecedented. It might be carried by a new particle, something physicists call a Z-prime boson. Just as photons carry the electromagnetic force, this new boson could carry a force we've never encountered before. 3 possibilities. If this anomaly holds up, we could be looking at one of 3 staggering possibilities. A genuine fifth force, hiding in plain sight all along. A new sector of matter, particles and interactions that exist parallel to the ones we know. A link to dark matter, the invisible substance that makes up 85% of the universe, yet has never been directly detected. Any one of these would represent a revolution in physics. But even more amazing, none of this was found through a targeted experiment. This wasn't a team of scientists chasing a specific prediction. It was an unsupervised AI scanning vast data with no preconceived ideas, just looking for patterns. And it found something no human had seen. Why Google's name got involved. Now, you might have heard this story tied to Google, and here's why. Google didn't build the AI, but it's likely that researchers used Google's TensorFlow framework to develop the model. Plus, Google DeepMind made headlines after their AI, AlphaFold, solved a decades-old problem in biology, predicting how proteins fold, earning them a Nobel Prize. So, when people hear AI makes breakthrough, Google's name naturally gets pulled into the conversation. Why physicists are paying attention. Despite the cautious tone, top physicists are intrigued. Dr. Sergei Chekhanov of Argonne National Lab summarized it this way. It's likely a statistical fluctuation, but there's a chance it could indicate an undiscovered particle. That might sound tame, but in the hyper-cautious world of physics, that's a big deal. The LHC is currently in its 3rd major data collection period, or Run 3, which started in 2022 and continues through 2026. If this anomaly is real, it should show up again in the new data, hopefully with higher statistical confidence. And here's the kicker. This isn't the only anomaly involving muons. Other experiments, like the Muon-G-2 project at Fermilab, have also detected puzzling behavior from these particles. Something is up with muons, and that's got physicists asking, are we on the verge of a breakthrough? Skepticism and the 5 sigma rule. Of course, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. Particle physicists demand a 5 sigma threshold to claim a discovery. That's a 1 in 3.5 million chance the result is due to randomness. Right now, this anomaly sits at 2.9 sigma, suggestive but not conclusive. History has taught physicists to be skeptical. Plenty of past anomalies have vanished with more data. But even if this one fades, the method behind it changes everything. A new way to do science. The use of unsupervised machine learning in high-energy physics is a game changer. Traditional physics experiments are like searching for your lost keys under a street lamp, because that's where the light is. But AI is like infrared vision. It can see into the shadows, the places no one thought to look. This approach doesn't rely on human bias or predictions. It lets the data speak for itself. And even if this 4.8 TeV event turns out to be a ghost, the AI could still uncover something else, a different anomaly, a different signal, something we've completely overlooked. That's the real breakthrough here. Why the fundamental forces matter. Let's take a step back. What do we mean by fundamental forces? Gravity keeps planets in orbit and your feet on the ground. Electromagnetism powers light and electronics. The strong force holds atomic nuclei together. The weak force governs radioactive decay and nuclear fusion in stars. Everything, every physical interaction, comes down to some combination of these 4. And yet, the universe is full of mysteries they can't explain. Dark matter, dark energy. Why matter exists at all. A 5th force could be the missing piece. It could explain what the standard model cannot. And that would change everything. Where we stand now. So, where are we today? We don't yet know if this anomaly represents a 5th force. The data is still too slim, the significance too low. It could disappear in the next round of analysis. But what we do know is this: an AI has spotted something humans missed. And whether this signal is real or not, the implications are massive. We've opened a door to a new way of exploring the universe, where machine learning doesn't just support science, it helps drive it. This is just the beginning. Conclusion plus call to action. The Large Hadron Collider is still running. New data is coming in. And if this anomaly shows up again, with stronger evidence, it could be the most important discovery in physics in over a century. Whether it's a new force, a dark matter connection, or something even stranger, we'll be here to break it down as it unfolds. So if you want to be among the first to know when science takes its next quantum leap, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Because the next time this story hits the news, it might be history in the making.